Oh, man.
All right. So I have landed on the player from Root Gaming, representing on Henri.
Just go with it, man.
He's been beastly today. What can he do? What's he got cooking? The Terran player, the powerhouse. It is Masa.
And his opponent, the last hope of complexity. He's got to hold it together. He's got to hope his TVT is better than QXE's. It's Complexity's TriMaster. And yeah, I mean, let's see what happens. I'm really shocked, by the way. I mean, like, anything could happen. I mean, both of these players are just such high caliber. You could definitely argue that Masa is definitely one of the best North American Terrans there are out there, but that doesn't mean he can't be taken down. And again, guys, might be the last shout-out, might not. I've got my personal bets hedged on complexity for this matchup, but just in case it doesn't work out, let's give some love and explain Sixpo Gaming and Zeke TV. So Zeke TV, we raised the money for this event over the course of a lot of broadcasting, and we partnered with Sixpo Gaming, or sorry, I shouldn't say we anymore, but they partnered with SixpoGaming.com to bring you this event. $1,000 prize pool put into this. SixpoGaming.com, for those who don't know, it's a StarCraft video resource website. Now that sounds a little wordy and mouthy, but if you go to the website and check it out, it's very simple, it's very sleek, and it's very nice, and they've got a lot of pros employed, like let's say In Control, Idra, I guess not so much Show anymore, but these guys sit there and they make quality videos of StarCraft and how to play. Like, for example, to prove that I've actually used the site, Idra's got videos where he's explaining Zerg openings, saying what the alternates are, what the counters are, and it's not just like he's streaming a random game. He's actually putting effort into this. You can learn a lot from this if you guys don't know what you're doing. So check out SixpoGaming.com. Again, big sponsor, big thank you for this event.
Yeah, huge thanks to them. Oh, Rifkin, we see the gas for Masa. We see no gas for TriMaster. So it does look like it's going to be one Rax expand here for our complexity player. And Masa now going to be the one to switch it up a little bit. I'm not going to get this SCV though.
I was really hoping we'd see something crazy like Reapers or just some sort of weird harass. I mean, it's like, when you know your opponent, like Masa's in a position right now where he's in a good position. He knows complexity's on its last legs. He can really afford to mess up because they have people in the back waiting.
I wouldn't be shocked to see him go Banshees here. I mean, because Banshees are just a nice little staple of TVT, but no, as soon as I say that, the reactor goes down, so it will be some type of Hellion play. And what's good for Hellion play here is that strategy actually we saw from QXC, which is kind of a little elevator style. If he opts to go for Marines out of this, or Marines in general, and use a medevac to move Marines and Hellions up into the main over here, could potentially do a lot of damage. TriMaster's opting to go for the double gas follow-up, so this could potentially mean Hellions for him as well, but no, another barracks being added on.
Oh my.
Peculiar.
Well, right now, I want to say, just commenting on this, a big thank you, just again, while there's not a whole lot of action going on just yet, a big thank you to both these teams and all of the players for participating in the event, guys. This has been a long road, best of 9 series, definitely epically being played out by Complexity and Henry. And of course, this is the semifinals of the Zeke TV Pro League with Sixpo Gaming, guys, so there's going to be the finals match. There'll be a loser's bracket, so if Complexity goes out today, they're not walking away with nothing, not just yet. They get to fight Vega in the loser's bracket for 3rd place, while Henry, if they win, will go on to fight Team Light. Vice versa, Light versus Complexity, and then Vega versus Henry. So we'll see what the matchup ends up being, depending on how this game and the rest of the games go.
We shall see indeed. $600 on the line. To 600 potential dollars on the line to the winner of this complete series, and that's no chump change, man. That's a serious handful of bucks. You can buy so much beer and tacos with that.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is Complexity. They joined this league as guys, not a team, so I don't think the money even goes to the team. They just get to pocket that change, man. That's $600. That's a lot of booze. That's a lot of nachos.
Okay, booze and nachos, that works too. You can do like spaghetti and meatballs, yeah.
Well, I don't know. They're from America, right? Sorry, this is Canadian snob in me. I have no idea what you guys eat, to be honest. Because up here we're just busy drinking poutine, eating poutine and drinking pumpkin ale.
Oh, but poutine is so delicious.
Right? But I do want to put on Masa. Masa like played a little Zergy here, going for that early 3rd. I don't know. It's a risky move, but if he gets away with it, that's going to benefit him so greatly.
He's got a peculiar little advantage here in that his stim is gone down faster than TriMaster. But TriMaster has seen this drop before, ready and prepared, but does not take it out. So the threat of that still exists out on the map. 2 more barracks being added on for Masa on the other side of the map.
Oh man, and that medevac, the Marines are in the base, but there's a the Supply Depot will spot it. So he's just gonna go ruthless, go straight for the SCVs, try to do what he can. And TriMaster, man, he's cleaned this up pretty decently actually, not losing too many SCVs just yet, even a medevac coming in to heal everything. And those Marines actually retained their life, but 7 workers picked off. I'd say that's a good trade.
Not bad. For the 4 Hellions, I mean, he probably wanted to do a lot more damage than that. Masa actually lifted up a reactor starport and dropped it down to build another reactor starport, wanting to opt instead for getting his barracks onto that reactor. So he definitely wants to get his Marine count up right now, and I don't blame him because he's actually at a Marine deficit currently. Does have that stim advantage, but no actual engineering base. Okay, there's an engineering bay down for TriMaster, which is researching +1 right now. So potential advantage there.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of, again, the longer that third base is up, the further ahead Mass is going to get. And we're going to have the spot as TriMaster tries to drop in. We'll see if he stops here, just goes for the third instead.
This could be a couple SCVs.
I don't think he'll get the SCVs. The Commencer, of course, can just lift up. But all these Marines are actually not in a point of contention with the Hellion here to add that damage, but with the tank coming in... Oh, and Stim kicking into high gear, the medevac's not even going to get a chance to do anything here. But oh wow, TriMaster's actually going to clean this up! Yeah, oh no, the tank actually doing a lot of damage. The Stim, not quite enough though.
Okay, smart to take down the Marine first and then go for that Hellion.
Yeah, I was going to say, you want to take out those Marines. They're the high damage units in that composition.
That engagement went a little bit poorly there for Masa because he was trying to target down the medevac but didn't get the full attack on it with those Marines. So it took a little bit more damage than he expected to. And now that this third has been revealed for Masa, I think that's kind of prompting TriMaster to say, hey, I should have more units than you right now, shouldn't I? But
yeah, big old question mark, like what's going on?
Yeah, looking at the supply, he doesn't actually have a whole lot more than Masa. And Masa's infrastructure is just growing and growing here. Rifkin, 2 engineering bays going up in the back there. 2 more reactor barracks have been added on as well.
That +1 though is going to kick in, and it's going to play a huge role in this upcoming fight.
It can, but I think the bigger factor here is the fact that TriMaster doesn't have the infrastructure to match Masa at this point. And
oh, trying to stem up for that tank. Oh, it's going to lose so many Marines for them. I don't know, I agree with that. Medevac is trying its darndest to get out of there. It can hide for a while.
He got a siege tank. That's something to take away from it. Did lose a Medevac and a couple of Marines, as you said, but... I digress. No third base up yet for TriMaster. In fact, the third hasn't even finished yet for him. This is so crucial when Masa's third has been up, has 2 gases now down too. Oh, so he's getting a huge boost from that. Rifkin able to pump out so many medevacs.
Income right now, almost 400 extra minerals per second, plus the gas. I mean, that's going to put him so far ahead. Now he is also pushing out for that counter, but again, TriMaster's got some Marines at the watchtower. They will die, but this medevac's trying to come home in time. He's got to heal these Marines up. And yeah, the wall is taken down, so this orbital will lift off. But again, as you said earlier, it's a little late compared to TriMaster, or sorry, to NASA.
This is getting out of control really quickly here. The third base still hasn't been dropped at the third for TriMaster. It has finished, of course, but Masa's just in a groove right now, and I wouldn't be shocked to see him move out, even though those upgrades are still behind, as said before. And looking at the unit counting station here, they're pretty even with everything. And the only advantage that Masa really has right now are those 6 medevacs.
I feel like TVT, 3/4 of the game is positioning, the other 4th is macro and build order and everything else lumped together. And you know, we saw QXE. I mean, he got stuck in a bad position, constantly on the defensive. Not something you always want to do. And TriMaster kind of looking like that might just happen to him here with these siege tanks pushing up.
He doesn't have siege mode done yet either, Rifkin. And I don't know if ROOTMasa actually rises to the thing. If he does, he can move in and try to take that out. Siege tank.
Oh, siege tank just kicking in now, but lifting up to the main. Marines are not going to be able to push up here. Trying to go for those tanks. If he can take these tanks out, he'll be in a good position.
That was a
And
poor
oh
engagement
man,
from Masa.
TriMaster. That was a big win for TriMaster.
Masa's
But again,
infrastructure
I
is huge, though. This is the key point that is becoming more and more prevalent here. He's got way more barracks up than TriMaster. He's had his third base mining for longer than TriMaster. TriMaster only has that one engineering bay in the, okay, he has 2 engineering bays, but he's not utilizing the second one. Right.
I love that everyone's been asking Scarlett about the brackets for IPL today, by the way. I think this is like the 10th time someone's brought it up. But oh man, here's that tank. This is kind of the exact reverse opposite of what TriMaster was just in. He doesn't, I mean, Masa can be caught in a bad position, and if he gets caught off position, a little bit of miss micro, he can lose this fight. But he's got superior tank numbers right now. And oh man, TriMaster getting that early siege. That's going to play a huge role into this fight. Going to almost immediately pick off a siege tank. And Masa going to be in some trouble.
There is a drop in the lower left-hand corner, though, and TriMaster's mineral line is completely exposed. A lot of SCVs are going to go down. It's possible that this orbital command can be targeted, but reinforcements are going to come in.
And he actually picks up the tank, keeping that alive from the Marines. That's some beautiful control out of TriMaster.
It just feels like Masa has more units here, and he does, looking at the unit counting station.
Oh, siege tank, so Sean siege tank, and Masa is getting the sort of the latter half of all these engages. Oh, Marines are being dropped on top of the siege tanks, though. TriMaster's Marines are not in position.
No,
and he kills his own
position.
siege tanks. He kills his own siege tanks.
I mean, TriMaster's trying to go around and destroy these rocks here, but it's just going to be too little too late. Masa is moving in here. There's only one tank in the position over here, and the Marines are moving in.
The Marines are trying to sneakily take down those rocks, though, and Masa doesn't quite know this yet. He does not have vision of it either, so TriMaster's going to go home and try to do some ninja action. And oh man, these Marines, I wait for them to be poised to run in and strike that mineral line. Yeah, there's the stem Doom. He's going to lose a lot of SCVs. Trying to retreat most of them out, but the Marines are doing quite a bit of damage. Oh, but he's going to be met with this... unfortunately, the stem's keeping him very low, but... Oh, it almost gets another couple Marines.
Another drop here for Masa. And this is a battle, back and forth battle of the drops. Who can do more damage to who right now, because the main armies are not engaging, but I feel like if they did get into engagement with this +2/+2 just about to finish up here for Masa, he's going to be at such a greater advantage than TriMaster, who only has the +1 armor.
+2 is going to kick in right about... Okay. I don't want to hold that note, but in about 4 seconds.
Alright, so it will be even.
He will actually have the +3, though, significantly before Masa, so that's the one thing TriMaster is going for him, but look at this drop, Doom. Marines are trying to get
Doom drop if you want.
Oh, and the siege tanks on the low ground supporting the siege tanks on the high ground. Beautiful. And yeah, TriMaster in quite a bit of trouble.
Well, the pros are calling it right now for Masa. Can TriMaster do anything to come back here? He's gonna pull, not gonna pull everything, just gonna run his Marines into that huge siege tank line and
barracks. I mean, he hasn't lost that much. It's but it doesn't matter. It's the GG.
Won't matter.